next workaholics. And me, I need a Rolex. Deshaun, he need a Rolex. I guess whatever I get, make sure my bro get.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Toronto against Philadelphia.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. We are in Philadelphia, home of the 76ers. And, of course, Miles Turner. They will definitely miss his contributions.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard. I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team. And really the last guy I expected to see them move.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Plumlee out there with Gordon. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry following the shot by Chris Paul. Now, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's where guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of time using that time to recover.
Matthews scanning the floor, and the three off target. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry kicks to Grant. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. That shot a little beyond his normal range. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game. For Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jacks up a 3, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Plumlee.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now, here's Grant. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good by Curry. And he makes both free throws.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Matthews passes to Paul. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
CP3 is a smaller player, but he likes taking contact. Beautiful. And one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland. Over Butler. Offensive rebound. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Paul against Grant. Inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Curry. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Grant. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
They couldn't hit a thing out there. With that awful shooting percentage, you will be lucky to win one game in this league.
Now Grant following the three-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Grant against Paul. The pass to Butler. Over Morris. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point.
The toughest position in the NBA night in.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
The momentum in this game is all theirs right now. The defense can't seem to stay in front of them, and they're going to continue to exploit that weakness.
We've got Robin Lopez. Curry is out there with Grant. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Zeller in at the four-man position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now, here's Grant. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Morris inside. Defended by Paul. Just 4 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Grant against Butler. Grant kicks to Lopez. Plumlee with the rebound. And it's Paul with the ball for Toronto. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. Steve, in today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable being able to shoot contested shots. Not like we did back in the day. We just move it and try to get a better shot.
And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lopez finds Grant. Here's Morris, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Here's Butler. The offensive rebound. Back to Paul. Out to the wing. Clock is at 3. Here's Matthews. And no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
Morris passes to Grant. Lopez outside. Kicks it to Zeller. 76ers moving the ball around. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Outside Butler. From the wing. Misses off the left iron. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Well, for Toronto. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philly? And that wraps up the...
Welcome back, folks. A glorious view of the lights of downtown Philadelphia, America's most historic city. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
And night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams, and that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
What I admire is his consistency. Some guys get it done every other night. He gets it done every night.
So for Toronto right now, Gordon out there with Plumlee. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Matthews. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Outside for Curry. Passes to Lopez. Over Plumlee. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
Pass to Grant. Gordon against Zeller. On the wing, Morris. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto leading by 6. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Gordon.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Curry kicks to Zeller. Pass to Grant to the right side. Here's Lopez. Count it from 12. Lopez has got 6.
And it's rare to see that, but Lopez shows some confidence knocking down the mid-range jumper.
Butler on the wing. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Jaren Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite 8 back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
Paul kicks to Plumlee. Butler against Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 7 points for Aaron Gordon.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Grant with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Out to Morris. Left side Curry. Back to Morris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Outside Butler. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Curry against Matthews. Curry attacking. It counts. And the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Toronto leading by 4.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Matthews against Curry. And it falls over the rim and in. That's 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the paint. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
Curry looking around. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen to Coach Brett Brown.
You're going to take everything you got.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The 76ers trail by 8. Cody Zeller out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Grant. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. From the baseline. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. Butler against Morris, and they pick up 2. Butler's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Grant kicks to Lopez. And there's the pass to Zeller. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That's tipped. Here's Curry. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? On the wing, Gordon. The 3. Morris with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. He kicks to Zeller. Morris dishes to Curry. Passes it to Zeller. Paul against Grant. Here's Matthews. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Curry against Matthews. Curry finds Grant. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Outside Curry. Good D by Matthews. Toronto leading by 8. Butler passes to Matthews. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 10. 1:39 left to play here in the 4th. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And both free throws good for Curry. Paul with the ball. Pass to Matthews. side, Butler. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
I think that's the thing. You can't give away 1 second now. You're toast.
And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Gordon kicks to Matthews. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Timeout.
And Toronto leads by 9.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 9. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
The 76ers with another miss. Paul surveying the floor. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. First